Hey everyone, it's Will from Garage Built Athlete. We're playing around with the idea of doing a bit more day in the life of style videos and just wanted to have a bit of a play about and see how this one landed with you. So today I'm going to show you what I get up to in terms of eating and training on a typical day. I've got a delicious cup of coffee, Monmouth Espresso, absolutely the best. I'll talk you through what's going on. Any products, I'll link them in the description below. And just a big thanks to everybody from Coastal Fitness, Great Yarmouth, who featured in the video and let me set my camera up and get in everybody's way. So here we go. Okay, this is going to be at about 6 o'clock in the morning, 10 to 6. So first things first, I have a little bit of food in the morning before I train. I find that if I train completely on an empty stomach, maybe it doesn't go so well, so just literally get a little banana, pop that in, and then I start sorting out my supplements. So Matt and I recently did a podcast on what supplements we take. So for a bit more of a detailed breakdown on those, you can head over to the podcast, hit that link if you haven't already, give that a watch or a listen. It's available on Spotify as well as YouTube. So yeah, going in, I've got the Origin Stim-free pre-workout. I take that about half an hour before I train. That's from Whey Protein. And I also take the Whey Protein Impact Creatine Blue Raspberry flavour to the gym with me. I train at Coastal Fitness Great Yarmouth in the mornings, 6:30 a.m. class. Shout out to those guys. The Origin pre-workout is Stim-free, so it's got no caffeine in there. So whilst I enjoy this delicious coffee, I don't tend to have a coffee until about 2 hours after I wake up. It really helps with that afternoon crash. Ever since I've stopped having caffeine first thing in the morning, I feel just more balanced with energy levels throughout the day. Also going in a Tongkat Ali and some omega 369. So that's consistently what I take in the mornings. Give that a little shake up and a little pop that bad boy in. That's so sour. It's one of those ones that tastes so sour you think this has got to be doing some good. And it's out the door. Okay, so warming up. Coastal Fitness. Had Paul next to me. Hi Paul. This workout was a squat clean EMOM. So just working through with the barbell. Finding those positions. You can see it's cold. I've got a hat, gloves, I've got a hat on now, hoodie, everything. Whilst we're getting warmed up, so working through, trying to get the squats in the right position before starting an EMOM. And warming up.
Hurry up then, son, we're trying to have a f***ing workout.
To the initial weight. So the initial weight for the first 5 minutes, so it's one lift on the minute, every minute for 5 minutes, is it was prescribed as 80 to 85% of your max. Now, I have lifetime max hit about 90, 92 for a squat clean, but that's a while ago. So going with recent maxes, I've hit 80, 82. So I started out with 65 kilos on this one. So Em's asking me here about moving my feet, because if you watch my feet, I don't jump much, and I think that's a bit of a downfall of me. I'm not extending. I'm possibly finding that I want to get under the bar quicker, and I'm not allowing myself to extend up to give myself the room. So Em's talking there about extending and then dropping under, maybe shifting the feet a bit. So I tried, if you see that there, tried to do that a little bit in the next few reps. This weight, still 65. Okay, now we're built up. So the next batch of the squat cleans are at 70. Really just trying to keep these consistent. Trying to think about slow off the floor, power from above the knee, speed from above. There's Daz. Hi Daz. Yeah, speed from above the knee, contact with the hips, and then getting it onto my rack. I can find that sometimes my elbows don't come through fast enough, so I'll catch it like on my chest and then roll it up, which is just awful. That's what happens when it gets a bit too heavy. Up to 75 now on these EMOMs, and you can see one arm just slightly slower than the other as it turns over. I think my right arm there is just lagging behind. But there you go, that was the EMOM, so built up to 75 kilos. And then this was the workout. I wore the same t-shirt as Beckie in this one because I thought, you know, if I really struggle, then I can just pretend that she's me. Slice the footage together, that'd be absolutely fine. So this workout was 5 rounds for time of 8 burpee pull-ups, 6 sandbag cleans where you have to show stability on the shoulder, and then 4 lengths sandbag carry, and you can carry the sandbag however you wanted to. Each length was 10 meters, so you know, a 40-meter sandbag carry. As you can see here, Beckie absolutely rinsing me, and I'm trying to catch her up. That's pretty much how most workouts go when Beccie's there. It's just getting that butt kicked. There we go, back to the burpees. So that's 1 round. So the standard on these burpees is you have to jump into the pull-up and you have to get your chin above the bar in the pull-up. You don't have to go chest to bar. Obviously, the closer that you get to that, the less doubt there is on a rep. You also, when you're laying down for the burpees, it's got to be chest and thighs touching the floor before you come back up. The weight of the sandbag here is 70 kilos. They recently got these sandbags and they're again a little bit floppy now. I think when they weighed them and filled them up, and when they first got them, they were a bit heavier because the sand was wet and I think it's dried out a bit. So, I mean, it's got 70 kilos written on it. So, you know, that's what I'm going with. Okay, that was round 2. Round 3, there was a 15-minute time cap on this one. What was really blowing me up was the sandbag cleans. I tend to find that spiked my heart rate. And then the walk, I was trying to get it onto my shoulder for the most of the time because if I'm doing a bear hug carry, then I find it really difficult to breathe. And because we've recently got these sandbags, they feature quite regularly in the program in there. Kind of getting the hang of it now. I watched a couple of videos, one from Misfits Athletics and one by Josh Bridges, which gave the same technique. So I kind of just tried to stick with that. And I'll talk through the technique on the next round if I did it right or not. There you go, another round, as you can see. Beckie's having a little break. Absolutely no danger of catching her. She's storming away. Whilst I work through these. Okay, so it's a little tuck of the hands under the sandbag to the lap and then pull into the chest. Try and get it high into my chest so that I haven't got as much to overcome when I try and clean it onto the shoulder. I'm really trying to get that hip pop under the bag, pull into the chest, up and over. And then I've reverted to the bear hug carry here because I think getting it onto my shoulder and keeping it on my shoulder, I was finding that kind of felt out of balance, and one side was, well, Beckie's just finished there. Absolutely destroyed me. I don't know what round I'm in. But she's done. She's done a little fist bump there. She's everybody else still working out. Just crushing everyone. Probably telling me, well done, Will, keep going. Very supportive like that, thank you very much. Yeah, so what's happened here is something that quite regularly happens, is that I'll get time capped. So I'll go RX, which I can do, that's fine. The weights, it's manageable. I'm pushing myself in terms of that, of the movement. This workout, I got 4 rounds and 1 clean. So I just thought, well, let me just finish it off. But I like to do that under the watchful eye of Beckie there, cheering me on. A little sprint finish, boom, done. I like to get my money's worth, you see. If there's a workout where there's a definitive finish and I'm coming on to like the last round or in the last round, I'll probably just finish it off. I'm there to work out anyway, so another couple of minutes. Get all the reps in, get the volume in, get the practice in. And then, sit down, have a little cry, a little drink. There's the creatine there. You can see I haven't drunk much. Here's a back home. Before starting work, I'll then have my proper breakfast. So normal routine is 50 grams of oats, 15 grams of a whey protein powder. That one's from My Protein. Give that a little mix. I then do 175 ml of milk. Again, give that a little mix, and I just put that in the microwave. For me, it's so much quicker and easier to microwave a porridge than it is to get pans out and cook it like that. So yeah, about a minute and a half, and then I'll give it another mix, and then maybe 30, 45 seconds after that. It tends to be quite good. There's the Monmouth. Cheers. Absolutely banging. This is one of my favourite parts of the day. So I've got up, I've gone to the gym, I've had my first workout. Yeah, first workout. And get back, get my food, just start getting in the right frame of mind to start work. And one thing which really sets me up nicely is the first coffee of the day. And I get really excited. Absolutely love the first coffee of the day. Nothing after that tastes anywhere near as good. That Monmouth is so good, I want another one immediately, but I know it's not going to be great. So I've got a Sage Barista Express machine, which I've had for 5 years. You can see it in the background there. Really good machine, kind of beginner level, entry level for home barista stuff. I weighed a shot, 18 grams of coffee. That one ran way too fast. So I was looking for 36 grams of espresso in around about 30 seconds, but that just beat me to it. So there you go. Or even though I've got a coffee, that makes me want another coffee right there. What's going in there? Around about, again, 175 mils of milk. So breakfast in total, including the banana, the oats and the coffee, somewhere around that 600 calories. And if you've been following along with the channel, you'll know that I've been tracking calories for over a year now. Done a video on the channel in terms of how to get lean in 8 weeks and stay lean for a year. And Matt and I have explored the topic in further detail on the podcast because he's been doing his own trimming, shredding, leaning out experiment over the last, I think it's probably about 10 weeks now. He's just hit 77 kilos. So even though I'm a bit taller, he's still a bit heavier. It's packing now. There we go. Bit of chocolate on top. And then it's time to do my life admin, I like to call it. Bit of life admin. So talking about tracking calories, what I'm doing here is I'm going back on the previous day, going into the Cardiomood and looking at total calories burnt for the day. I make a note of that. And then I go into MyFitnessPal and look at total calories in for the day. And then I work out the difference. So across a week, this is how I track, you know, am I over on calories? Am I under? I know roughly for the day where I'm at, because I just check it and add the food into MyFitnessPal. But over a week, I like to look and see what's going on. Talked a little bit in previous videos about kind of if I know I'm going out on a Friday and maybe had a curry, then I might go under for a few days in terms of calories to just allow for that, have a little bit of play in it, so it's not super strict. Once that bit's done, it's then gratitude journal time. Again, done a podcast on gratitude journaling. I think it's just been a massive change, massive positive change in my life. And I do that every morning, 3 minutes before I start work, get my breakfast in, have a little think, reflect what I'm grateful for. Considering I've just had a great workout, spent time with my friends, and I'm now having a really nice coffee, those things tend to feature quite a bit, but I try and think a little bit further outside of that and try and recognize some other topics. Because if you just write the same thing every day, you're kind of not pushing yourself to think what else you're grateful for. But in terms of mindset, positivity, outlook, it's been a real game changer for me. Having a think there. Ooh, delicious. You enjoy that past well. God, what a life. So then it's a full day of work. I get the benefit of working from home and in the office, do a bit of traveling, get to talk to a lot of people. I can't complain, I'm going to say, but when I am working, I tend to be sat down for quite a long time during the day. Okay, lunchtime. Lunchtime for me tends to consist of leftovers from the weekend when I've got my kids here. So I'll make meals and there'll be stuff left over. So I'll make big portions. Classic one I do is spaghetti bolognese. And then I'll have leftovers of that. So I'll portion that out, have it for my lunch. I'm really not fussy with food. I really don't pay massive amounts of attention to, you know, macros and things like that currently. But I do weigh and track everything that goes in terms of calories. So, you know, I'm just grabbing whatever's there, to be honest. So a bagel, some of the bolognese from the leftover bolognese, and also I think that day I had some like an Asian salad left over as well from a previous evening meal. So like bean sprouts, cucumber, rice wine vinegar, sesame seed, that stuff, and I just get it in. Never too fussy, and I'm not very creative when it comes to food, so get that down me, and then it's back to work for the rest of the day. More of the same stuff, really. I do spend quite a bit of my time coaching with people at work in terms of performance. There's a lot of it's done remotely, and there's all the other stuff. Work admin that goes along with that needs to be done. But once the day of work is done, then I can then get my second workout in. I've really got into doing this style of workout over the last year. I find it very easy just to step into GBA HQ and do this format where it's taken me around an hour. So yes, it's a long time, and I'm looking to burn calories mostly. So with this workout, what I've done, so I've got the ski trainer in the corner. That's from Monmouth Fitness, which is, you know, there is a review, an unboxing and review of that when I very first got it. And as you can see, still using it quite regularly. It's one of my favorite cardio machines that I've got in the home gym. And here, what I like to do is I do this with bodyweight lunges, strict press overhead with dumbbells, bicep curls with dumbbells. This is kind of my little routine that I've got of getting some more volume in whilst also training cardio. So 10 bodyweight lunges each leg, and then I'll go into 10 minutes on the ski, and trying to keep the pace at under 2 minutes 30 per 500 meters. So how that works is that every minute on the ski, I've done 200 meters, and that's kind of how I judge it. If I'm feeling a bit more energetic, then I'll try and push that and almost race myself to go, okay, now you do a little bit more, get it to 2 minutes 20, 2 minutes 18 per 500. And yeah, once the 10 minutes up, back to the lunges. So another 10 lunges each leg. So throughout the course of this workout, because the lunges each leg stays at 10 each time, and then the work on the ski trainer reduces in minutes. So second round I do 9 minutes, third round 8 minutes, 7, 6, 5, all the way down to 1. And I start and end on the lunges. So just trying to put that extra bit of volume in, trying to get them used to that style, that endurance. I've been doing this for a while, it's working for me, it's not super taxing, quite enjoy it. I can listen to podcasts and watch YouTube and all that kind of stuff. I think you can see there, just about see, in between the uprights of my ski trainer. I think I've got a YouTube video on, so watch it like that every time I ski. What I'll do is I'll pop the Cardiomood log up on the screen so you can see. You can see the calorie burn. I'll just find it on here. Hour and 26 total, but that isn't total workout time, that's just what I recorded. So I hit the record button to start, open up the gym, go in there, get my drink sorted, mess about a little bit, and then once I've come out, get everything closed up, put my stuff away. Time on the ski total on that one is 55 minutes, and then if you think you got the little bits in between, the 10 lunges each side, that's probably the longest one I do. If you're doing that with the strict press or the bicep curl, it's 10 reps in between. This one's obviously 20 reps. The actual workout from the morning was $465 calories burned. That was the squat clean EMOM and the sandbags pull-ups workout from that morning. So a decent day of training on that one. As you can see, got the hoodie off now. Starting to get a little bit warmer. Still got the gloves and hats on. Having a little drink there in between sets. In there, I will have my Element electrolytes. So I think I've either got watermelon salt or mango chili salt. Doesn't sound like a very nice flavour, to be honest, but they're really good. So it just keeps the electrolytes in, proper levels of hydration for the day. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't drink much water. I'd just be mostly coffee. And milk. I think it's the milk I like more than the coffee. Okay, so finishing up here, probably down to maybe the minute mile, maybe minute 3, minute 4. Trying to hold that pace, not super taxing. I'm not trying to go all out, just because it does take quite a long time. So it's more of an endurance zone 2 workout than anything else. And obviously, you saw me earlier on. I wasn't in a good state after those sandbags. So yeah, this one's just about getting some volume in, getting the heart rate up, and making use of all the kit I've got. I've never regretted buying any of my home gym gear, ever. It's there, it's convenient, just jump on it. Feels like quite a lot of money at the time, but this is lasting years. Come on, boy. Final stretch, let's go. trying to keep that knee back, not pushing off that back foot, trying to keep my knees behind my toes, more upright, driving through that front leg as much as I can. Get the old chicken legs growing. There you go. That's a day of training, a little bit of eating. Hope you enjoyed it. Do me a favour, pop a comment on. What did you think of this video? Did you like this style? I find it hard to train and talk at the same time because the style of training requires me to breathe and survive. So if you liked the video today, please hit the like button. If you've got any feedback, any comments, maybe you fancy critiquing my form, comment away. I'm also trying to grow the channel, so it would be great if you liked it and you thought, oh, actually, I know somebody else who might like this. Share it with a friend. And lastly, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button now. It will take a couple of seconds before you go. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. See ya.